Oriental Rabbanim. Since we've been talking a lot with regards to Bosnian Jewry and the old former Yugoslavia, I thought I would speak about Rabbi Avraham Moritz Romano, Zecher Tzadik Libracha, who passed away. It was reported over, actually, I believe, towards the end of March 1943. I can't exactly locate his date, but seeing that we're speaking about a lot of the great Bosnian rabbis of yesteryear, I thought I would concentrate on him today. It's not necessarily his Hilula at the time of recording, but I'm going to concentrate on him anyway. He was, I believe, born in the year 1894 in Jelena, which was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and he was murdered in 1943 by the wicked Nazis. And it's actually interesting. He was the last chief rabbi of the Bittula Jews. He served in his position, and he was in his position as a chief rabbi, I believe, from the year 1931 till 1943. So let's explore with regards to the great rabbi's history. So he was born in Beilina, which was part of a family of 7 people, if I'm not mistaken. His brother actually was, let's look at his family itself. His brother was Salomon, and he had 3 sisters, Blanca, Matilda, and Esther. I'm not too sure who the names of the other people in the family was. And he studied in a yeshiva in Sarajevo being their main city, main area in Bosnia, respectively. And he was ordained by the rabbinate, I believe, through Rabbi Avraham Romano, who was also a great rabbi of Sarajevo, who actually finished off his life in Jerusalem itself, respectively. I believe he might have been the nephew of Rabbi Avraham Romano, if I'm not mistaken. And it's actually interesting, he got married to Leah, Rabbanit Leah, and I think she was born back in the year 1898. She was also a victim of the wicked Nazi regime. I think in 1942 she wasn't in the world anymore, and they had 2 children, Abraham, and I think he was born in the year 1919, and Moritz, who was born in the year 1921. So between the years 1919 to 1923, he served as a rabbi in the Berliner community over there, and later on, until the year 1931, he served in Dubrovnik. This was an ancient port in the Adriatic coast and a popular tourist center in southern Dalmanta, I believe, in current Croatia, if I'm not mistaken. So he was very, very well traveled around the Yugoslav areas. In 1931, he was appointed the chief rabbi of the Jews of Bitולה. This was a city located in the south of North Macedonia. Very interesting. We've spoken about a few different rabbis from that worked in Macedonia at some stage in time. So here is a fantastic opportunity to see. It's actually interesting. It was a difficult economic and social situation at the time when he came in. I think, especially from 1928, there was no specific head rabbi in the community itself. And there was a lot of internal migration from the city to more established communities at the time. So the great rabbi, he actually worked among the Jews of Yugoslavia with the aim of helping the community and the prosperity of the community, respectively. He actually was publishing a lot of different articles about the community in the various Jewish presses over there, including there was a newspaper which was called in Serbio-Croatian, I'll translate it in English, The Jewish Voice. Later there was a man of the name Leon Kimchi. Who was Leon Kimchi? He was a head of the community, and he actually was a Jewish public figure, the chairman of the Zionist movement in Bitola after the First World War, and the deputy chairman of the Zionist movement in the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. So him and Rabbi Romano conducted a campaign among the Jewish communities with the aim of trying to encourage Yugoslav Jewry to take steps to rescue the community from the plight that was taking place. They were really much trying to work to improve overall the Jewish standing inside the area itself, and they actually encouraged many of the young people in the community to emigrate to the land of Israel. That was one of the central things we've learned, how the Bosnian and Yugoslav countries were very for moving to the state of Israel, and really very much encouraged that. And in the year 1939, he himself visited Israel to examine aliyah alternatives to the Jewish people of his area itself. However, unfortunately, I think in April 1941, where there was the World War II, the middle of the World War II, Nazi Germany actually attacked the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. And unfortunately, Rabbi Romano's wife was a victim and was injured. I think later on she will pass away in the year she will die, actually, in the year 1942, murder. She was executed with other women in the community. And the Bittula area was handed over the Kingdom of Bulgaria, I believe, in the year once there was occupation of Yugoslavia. And I believe on March 11th, 1943, the Bulgarians carried out an action in Macedonia and arrested the various Jewish people inside the region. It was reported over. Among them was Rabbi Avraham Romano, and they were imprisoned. Absolutely disgraceful of them, and he was murdered along with others in his congregation in Treblinka. It was he actually left over descendants that became great also in their own stature. His son Moritz Romano was saved, thankfully, from the Holocaust because he was actually deported to Bulgaria. He was imprisoned, I believe, in Varna, but he was saved. At that time, Varna is a major port city at the Black Sea coast, if I'm not mistaken. And after the war, he became a public figure and a member of the parliament of Yugoslavia itself. And he served as Yugoslavia's ambassador to Chile, it was reported over. In fact, his granddaughter, her name is Berta Romana Nikolic, served as the head of the Jewish community in Skopje. This was, I think, between the years 2014 to 2022, just recently. 2 years ago, the tenure actually finished. That's actually in the Republic of Macedonia. So I will try and research a bit more within regards to that for a later stage. So he passed away, I believe it was towards the end of March 1943. So he lived nearly 50 years, if that was the case, because he was born in the year 1894. One of the great rabbis. There was other contemporaries he had during his period while he was in office, including Rabbi Mordechai Tzvi Orbach, there was Rabbi Shalom Freiberger, Rabbi Moritz Levi, who we've also spoken about before, Rabbi Moshe Frankfurter, and Rabbi Shimon Unger. These were different rabbis that were rabbis in Croatia, in various parts of the Yugoslavian kingdom itself, respectively. And we've spoken about Rabbi Avraham Romano himself, I believe his uncle, also in a previous video. Also, I think Avraham Romano, I'm not sure if it was his uncle or his brother, actually, to be precise. But there was a very flourishing community. There was a very flourishing Jewish Torah center in the Yugoslav countries, as we have spoken about before. And hopefully we'll be able to talk about it more at another stage in time. So please, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've covered a lot of videos about a lot of the great Rabbonim of yesteryear. Don't forget to share the videos, like the videos, and let's learn more together on the famous Sephardi Rabbonim of yesteryear, the last chief rabbi of the Bittula Jews, who served until the year 1943. Wishing all a great day and blessings here from Israel.